Hi there, welcome to the channel or welcome back. My name is Angela and today I'm going to share with you guys most of the things that I sewed up in 2024, share with you a little bit about the plans for 2025. But first, Happy New Year. I hope your 2025 is off to a great start. If you're ready, let's jump in. I've got everything hanging on this rack here. I'm just going to pull them out one by one, talk a little bit about each make, and then we'll keep rolling. Let's do it. First off, I made the Style Arc Parker Ponte pant. And this was a pretty easy make. It was my very first Style Arc pattern. I had no issues at all with the pattern instructions. I was very happy with the way it turned out. And even though I did do a little boo-boo at the cuff, it was purely my own fault. I'm trying to think back to that. So I had to change it up a little bit down here at the bottom of the pants leg. I'll link to the video where I talked about all that. In fact, for all of these makes, if I have a video sharing the details about that make, which I probably do for most of them, I'll go ahead and link that below or up top here. So I made this out of a French terry that I got from, I'm pretty sure it was Style Maker Fabrics, which is one of my favorite fabric stores. I love these pants. They're comfortable. However, I'm finding that I haven't really worn them that frequently. And I'm thinking maybe it's because I'm not crazy about the color. I love the color, but I don't have too much that goes with it. I did make these to kind of coordinate with this hoodie here. This is Simplicity 8790, I believe. I'll put it up on the screen if that's not right. This, on the other hand, I wear all the time. So these fabrics do kind of go together. There's a little bit of this peachy pink salmony color in this knit here. This is a cotton jersey that I got from Joann's, and I like these two together, but I'm finding this is the only thing that I have that kind of really goes with these pants very well at all. So I think either I'm going to have to make some more things to go with these or maybe end up donating these. Either way, I would make both of these patterns again for sure. Next up, I have a linen top and pants. This is a new look pattern. I forget the number. Maybe it was 6517. If that's not right, I'll pop it up here on the screen. This was pretty easy make. And I have to tell you, I'm kind of in a reverse situation from these two here. I don't wear the top that frequently, and I think it's because I didn't do the fit as well as I could have. And it's one of those, it's a little snug, and maybe if I lost a couple of pounds, it would fit perfectly. The pants, on the other hand, I did take my time and do a lot of fit adjustments on these, and I love these. I have to tell you, I wore the heck out of these pants last year, like all summer long and into fall. I love these so much. I think that I will probably for sure make the pants again. Might make the top again if I can do like a lessons learned and figure out how to make it fit better. Either way, it's not the pattern's fault. I think it was a good pattern. Like with anything that we sew, it's on us to kind of get the fit just right. Next up, I have the Love Notions Tessa sheath dress. I enjoyed making this dress. I made it out of it's a pretty heavy sweater knit that I got from emmaonesock.com. I like the dress, but truth be told, like I haven't actually worn this dress out. So maybe that'll be a goal for me this year for sure. It fits pretty well. I'm very happy with it, and it's definitely a heavy sweater knit, and maybe that's kind of why I haven't reached for it. It actually could be a really nice dress in the wintertime with a jacket over or cardigan over, and it's a dark bottle green, I guess you might call that. Pretty happy with the dress, just haven't found like an occasion to wear it, but I think I'm going to change that in 2025. Next, we have a cardigan. This is McCall's M8052, I believe, and it's out of a taupe rayon jersey knit. I love this. I have worn it. I like the way it fits, and I really love this fabric. I think I got this fabric from, it might be another oldie from fabric.com. I found last year that I was trying to choose fabrics that I'd had in my stash for a while, just to kind of keep them moving, and just to get rid of, like, use up, not get rid of, but kind of use up those older fabrics. I really love the way this turned out. I had intended on making the long sleeve version of this, but there were some issues with the shoulders, and I guess I just didn't want to fiddle with making the necessary corrections, so I just decided to make it sleeveless, and it worked out really well. I wear a lot of long sleeve t-shirts, and this fits perfectly over them. Very, very happy with this. And it was about at this point during the year when we were considering and planning a vacation. So I thought, wouldn't it be nice to make some outfits to wear on vacation? As a little bit of a backstory, I spent most of 2023 working on a 10-piece capsule wardrobe, and it kind of burnt me out a little bit on the whole rigidness and structure. So I kind of loosened up a little bit in 2024, where I started the year just making whatever I felt like making, and that felt good, really good. But once we started planning a vacation, I kind of went into a major planning mode and decided, let's make some outfits for a vacation, not necessarily a capsule, just a few outfits. So that's what these next pieces are going to be. The first one is a pair of culottes. This fabric is a rayon challis that was provided to me by Morex Fabrics. I love the fabric so much. Love the pattern. I had made this pattern before. I'm forgetting the name of it. I'll put it up here on the screen. It turned out really well. Even though I used the measurements on the package, on the envelope, these were pretty large, and I had to take them in quite a bit. So just I had to make like a little note about that, because I'm sure I'll make this pattern again. I was really, really pleased with the first time I made it a few years ago, and now this time as well. So to go with these culottes, I made what I'm calling one of my swingy tank tops. This was modeled after a t-shirt or a tank top, sleeveless t-shirt. It's like, technically it's not a tank top. I would call it like a long sleeveless tunic maybe, because it is quite, comes down quite long. It's very versatile. Depending on what fabric you use, how thick it is, you can tuck it in, leave it untucked, whatever. This was from, I think this is a rayon jersey that I got from Stone Mountain and Daughter. I love the color, and I thought it goes so nicely with these culottes here. They really complement each other. I modeled this pattern after a store-bought top I got from Old Navy years ago that I bought a few of because I love them so much. And so much, in fact, that I cut one of them apart after it had lived out its useful life. And I've used that as a pattern, made this particular top in different fabrics like several times over now. It's one of those no fail for me. Almost. I did have a fail. I'm going to come to that here in a moment, using this same pattern, but overall it's a nice, like, self-drafted, copied pattern that I find serves me very well. Another one that I made to go with these culotte fabric here is this. It's a hooded cardigan, and this is a quick sew pattern. I think it's 28.75. If not, I'll pop it up on the screen. I did a whole series of videos on the making of this because there were some fit adjustments to go along with this, like a lot of fit adjustments. So I ended up making 2 muslins, which is pretty rare. If something is going to be complicated for me or new to me, or if I'm going to be using like a precious fabric, I'll oftentimes go ahead and make up like a mock-up first. Because that was kind of so that is what I did with this, only there were so many adjustments that I made. I ended up making 2 mock-ups. It served me well because I love the way that this turned out. It's a little wrinkly now because I've washed it and it's been hanging. I haven't worn it since the fall, but I thought it looked really nice with the culotte fabric. It picks up that gold mustardy color. It also goes okay with this tank top, and it's versatile. I can wear it with other things, And moving on, another vacation outfit that I made was this simplicity skirt. I'll put the number of the pattern up on the screen. And this was a knit. I don't know if it's cotton. I forget the contents, but I got this from Style Maker Fabrics, I'm pretty sure. But guess what this goes with as well? The skirt has plenty of that gold mustardy color that picks up this hooded cardigan nicely. So I was really pleased that these were kind of that versatile, that you can mix and match some of these pieces. But I love this skirt, and it does have this slit in the side, which I was worried if I would be uncomfortable because it's a little risque for me. I was not. I was fine wearing it. It doesn't come up ridiculously high. I like the detail on this here. Show you that, how it's gathered up there, and it has a little tie. Very happy with this. Can't wait to wear it again this coming summer. Before we finish up with this one here, it does have a zipper in it. It's a side zip. I think it's a 7 or a 9-inch zipper. The instructions for putting this zipper in I found to be really confusing. Luckily, it wasn't my first zipper. I think if it had been the first time I ever did a zipper, it might have made me just like chuck this pattern altogether. As it was, I could figure it out because I've done zippers before, but just word to the wise, if you just to be aware, and you may not find it complicated at all. It could just be a me thing. Either way, got through it. It's fine. Love the skirt. And next we have another little outfit that I made to go on vacation. A pair of shorts. I guess this is called a Madras plaid that has been worn and washed and not re-ironed, so forgive the wrinkles. The fabric is from surgefabrics.com. I think that this was the first time I'd ever ordered from them before. I was very happy with the fabric. Love these shorts. I have made these once before years ago. If my memory is okay, good on that, it's not failing me. This was the second time I'd made these. And I made another one of my swingy tank tops to go with because the colors look so nice together. This is the one fail I've had with this swingy, the self-drawn pattern for this swingy tank top. I wanted to kind of close up the arm side here and cover more of my back with it. And I went a little too far in that regard, and now it's kind of really tight under the arm size. So I have it on my project list for this year to open that up a little bit, make it a little bit more of an opening so it'll be just a little more comfortable. As it wasn't terrible, and I still wore it while we were on vacation, and even here at home I wore it. So it's not the worst, but it's just enough to be a little uncomfortable. I think that's going to be an easy fix. So yeah, that'll come this year. Other than a few alterations or reworks of some existing clothes, the only other major things I made last year were 3 project Dress-A-Girl dresses. They are gone, of course, because they've been shipped out to where they need to go, but I'll put a picture of them up here in case you're interested. And I do plan on participating in that program again this year. I love it, and it's such a worthy program. Now, what is up for this channel and for my sewing life in 2025? If you've seen some of my recent videos, then you may know I've kind of shifted gears, and I'm working on this whole rack of clothes that need to be altered, mended, adjusted in some way. It consists of things that I've made, things that I've thrifted, things that I bought brand new. Either way, there's something that needs to be done to them. There's a reason why I'm not wearing them, and I don't want them just sitting in my closet. So I am going to continue to work on these, and I will share that with you, of course. A couple of the items in here I had to peek through real quick are pants. And if you followed my channel pretty much since the beginning, you may recall that every January I do something I call pantsuary. And previously that's consisted of me making a couple of pairs of pants, like devoting January to making pants. And while I won't be making any brand new pants this January, I am going to do the fixes on a couple of pairs on my rack here. One of them is a pair Pontes that I made. I think this was a Vogue pattern. It's been a while. There's just, I love the fabric. Overall, I love the fit, but there's a couple of things I want to change about these. It's a gorgeous chocolate brown. So that's going to be one of my January sewing projects. And the other, my little hanger here broke, so I'm going to have to see what to do about that for now. So this is a pair of cargo pants that I got online from Boston Proper so many years ago. I like them overall and I wore the heck out of them. There's a reason why I stopped wearing them, and I'm trying to think. There's a reason they ended up on this rack rather than in the donate pile. I think that they do still fit, but not quite exactly the way I like. So I'm going to take a look at these and see what I can do to make these wearable again for me. These are some really cool pants. They're very thin and lightweight, so they're a summertime pant for sure. Uh, yeah, nice quality, but I'm going to revisit this, see what I can do to make these wearable for me again. And other than that, I haven't outlined any specific makes for January. I don't want it to consist of just doing all these alterations and mending and things like that. I do want to get back to doing some brand new makes, and I will. Just haven't planned it out yet. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do a strict, like, structured plan for the whole year. That tends to be my approach because I am a planner by nature. I want to kind of loosen it up a little bit, go with the flow, kind of like I started out doing last year. I'm going to take that approach again this year because I think it served me well. I didn't feel too locked in. I could change plans midstream. And I know that probably felt a little chaotic as far as what I was sharing with you guys on the channel. But that's where my mind was last year and where my sewing mojo kind of led me last year. So I think I'm going to take the same approach. I will, of course, keep you guys updated as I go. If there's anything specific that you want to see me cover this year on the channel, do let me know. I love to hear your feedback and your thoughts, and I would definitely take that into consideration. Let me know how your 2025 is off to. I hope it's off to a really good start. And before I sign off, just wanted to say a huge thank you to all of you guys for supporting my channel this past year. It meant the world to me. It makes doing this fun. I love connecting with you guys in the comments, so please do say hello. Let me know how your year is off to. And until next time, take care.